forget to click that thumbs up. It really helps me, and it helps when you share my video. Others may want to also catch me live. How is everybody doing? I hope y'all are doing good. I think for the most part, I think this is set up pretty good. I think we're good here. I'm trying to, looks like I have I gotta move the camera, I think, a little this way. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Nice. You can see a lot in the camera. So how's everybody's night so far? Hey, Sherry. Hey, Mom. Hey, Clem. Hi, Tina. How is everybody doing? Thanks for being here. I appreciate you so much. And I appreciate the thumbs up that you guys have given me already. That's really sweet. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. So today we're going to do a really fun card. It's a pop-up card, and it's actually quite not that hard to do. Well, I shouldn't say quite simple, because some things aren't simple for everyone, but it just has step by step, and you can get there. I know you can. I have complete faith in you. And yeah, so I'm trying to figure out, I guess we'll go ahead and start the announcements as everybody starts popping their way in. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Haley. Haley, I just mailed out your package today for the baby shark. That one. So hopefully you will get it soon. I will send you a message with the tracking number. It's coming via United States Post Office. Hey, Roxanne, thank you, and thanks for the thumbs up. Hey, Eileen. Clem, are you not feeling good? What's wrong? Talk to me. Oh, good, you're good. You're welcome, Haley. Thanks for ordering for me. I appreciate it. For those of you who don't know, I have a retired product store on my website. So if you go to inkyhandswarmhearts.com and you click on the shop button, there's a section that says, I think it says tutorial PDFs and retired product store. And I don't have all the PDFs in there, but I'm working on it. And I don't have any of the recently retired stamp sets in there. I'm going to work on that within the next week and get all of those in there. And I may put a few more that were from past retirements that I was holding on to, like with clenched fists, and I may let them go. I have such a hard time getting rid of my stamp sets because I absolutely love them. Oh no, tornadoes in Michigan, Kimberly? Wow. Oh no. Well, I hope you stay safe. Oh yeah, I forgot about that, Clem. You should be good by now. Hey Rita, thanks for joining us. Yay, I'm so happy Rita's here. We have a nice little group tonight. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate you. If it's your first time watching me live, let us know that it's your first time. Tina Earl, is it your first time? Absolutely, Clem. We totally need to do that. Oh, thanks, Kimberly. I appreciate you. I think it might be your first time, Tina Earl, and if you have come before and I missed you, I apologize, but I don't remember the name. So everybody wish Tina Earl a happy first time joining us, right? I always like to make everybody feel welcome because it's important when you join into a group that everybody's saying hi to each other and everybody kind of knows each other. I like everybody to feel like they're part of it too. And everybody was a first timer at one point, and so we're going to make your first time happy. All right, so let's talk about the Join special because, oh my gosh, how could we not? So this Join special is amazing. You get a bunch of product from the new In Colors. Like, so much that it's like scandalous. But it's true. It's like, oh my gosh, all this free stuff. So you do not want to miss out on that, because it's pretty awesome. So you would get the In Color ink pads, a $40.50 value, an 8.5 by 11 assorted cardstock, $11.50 value, In Color 6x6 designer series paper, $12.50 value, and the In Color Stampin' Write markers, which are $17.50 value, for a total of $82. So on top of the $125 that you get of anything that you choose, you get $82 more in the In Color products, for a total of $207. For $99, no shipping. All you pay is tax. And in your kit, they always throw in a past paper pumpkin kit. So you'll get a paper pumpkin kit, and that's a $25 value. So how amazing is that? Thank you guys for making Tina feel welcome. Hopefully she didn't, duck out on us. But if she did, when she comes back, maybe on the replay, or if she's just sitting there going, oh my gosh, look at all these people saying my name, now she doesn't want anything to do with us. I'm only kidding. But you never know. But I just like to make people feel welcome. Exactly. This is the best deal ever, Kimberly. And then not only will you get all that stuff, you'll get to be on my team. And we get to have fun together, and we get to have team gatherings once a month, and we get to have fun, and we have a Facebook group where we can get together and hang out. We have Zoom meetings and Zoom gatherings, and oh my gosh, it's super fun. Okay, Clem, you join again. Hey, Milani. Hey, Crystal. Is this your first time watching us, Crystal? I know, Lisa. Are you a demo? Because you may have to join my team. The wonderful thing about joining Stampin' Up is that there's no commitment, right? You can join, you could get the starter kit, you could get this fantastic deal, and then you can decide, well, I don't really want to continue, and you don't have to continue. It's really up to you. Okay, Crystal, great. I'm glad to have you back. I always have to double check because I want to make everybody feel welcome. So the beauty of it is that, and if you join in May, you will have the discount through, let's see, July, August, September. You can be active through the end of October. Exactly. Awesome. Awesome, awesome deal. You're welcome, Crystal. I'm so happy to have you. So you get to be a part of my team. You get to get all this freebies. So if you're thinking about it, or if you want to talk about it and talk about maybe something that might be holding you back, or why you feel like, oh, I don't think I can do it, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to talk to you. You can email me at kelly@inkyhandswarm.com. Here is my email, and grab a screenshot of that, and then I'd be happy to talk to you. Just send me an email and we can talk about it, because let me tell you, everybody who signs up wish that they had signed up sooner. So just do it, because we are a community of just the funnest people. Literally, like, Stampin' Up! Demonstrators are some of the nicest people I've ever met. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about PDFs, because I have 3 of them from the Creativity Abounds design team that I'm a part of. You get 13 tutorials in those packs, and the February, March, and April ones are on my website where you can purchase them. And then I also have my Easter 2024, Easter 2023, Halloween 23, and Halloween 22 paper piecing patterns available, but those are in a different section. They're under PDF projects. I haven't moved those over to the other store yet. And then if you are local or would like to come and hang out with us in Virginia Beach, if you decide to take a vacation here this summer, you can come to my class. I do a local class, and our next one will be on the 18th from 12:30 to 3:30 at a local Mexican restaurant, and I would love to have you be a part of it. So here's all the dates for the year. So you can plan your vacation around it and you can come see us. That's what Sherry does. She comes from Tennessee and comes and sees us, her and Mom. So feel free to come and join us for the class. It's so much fun and we always have a good time. I'm actually working on new cards for the class, so it's gonna be amazing. I can't wait for you guys to see some of the new ones that I have come up with, and I can't wait to see you on the 18th. All right, let's talk about Inky Hands crew memberships. These are if you want more videos every single week. So I do this live and I do another live on Thursday afternoons at 1. And if you want a little bit more projects from me with the same bundles, stamp set, suite, whatever, then this is for you. And so it's $7.99 a month. And if you go to my website, which is inkyhandswarmhearts.com, and you click on the memberships in the menu, all the information about this is there. You get 2 video tutorials every single Friday in your inbox where you can access them. They're private videos only for you, and you will love it. We have so much fun. They have directions and all the measurements for those of you who like the measurements. They are included for the membership people. And so it's like this month we have 5 Fridays, so you would get 10 additional projects for $8. Less than $1 a project, and $7.99 a month is less than 1 Starbucks. So if you're addicted to getting coffee on the run, you can just forego 1 or 2 of them a month and get my membership. Okay, if you guys missed the online exclusives that came out in March, our next ones are coming out, I think, in June. Maybe not, maybe July. But I think they're every 3 months. But I did a week with the wagon set last week, and I did a week with the coffee set the week before the wagon set. So, and I haven't done the zinnias because I was kind of waiting for everything to come back in stock because I absolutely love this entire suite. And so I may end up doing 2 weeks on it. So I want to make sure that everything was available for you guys to buy for it. So I think the last product just came in, and so I will be doing probably a week on that in the near future. But if you missed the Latte Love or the Filled with Fun bundles, you can catch those on my YouTube channel. I wanted to thank everybody who helped me earn my challenge in the month of April. Thank you so much for placing an order with me and helping me to better my best. So I beat last April's sales, and so we just had to beat it by $1. So now I get this really cute pack of DSP, which is pink, and we're gonna have a virtual stamping day where we get to use and learn how to make some projects with that paper. The paper will not be for sale. It's just part of this exclusive demonstrator only kind of challenge. So there's another perk for joining Stampin' Up, right? They do things for us similar to this. We actually are having an event in June, which will be really fun. And it is also demonstrator only. Okay, so let's talk about the kits collection. Yes, Kimberly, maybe we'll get to see each other there. That would be so fun. So the kits collection is boxes like this that come to you when you order. There's all different kits that you can choose from, and whatever's current is always available in my online store. So on May 1st, which was last Wednesday, these gorgeous kits became available. This Hollyhocks kit is so pretty. It's a non-stamping kit, so it's a very low price point. It's $14, and you get 9 cards, 3 each, 3 designs. It's a non-stamping kit, no stamp set. But where else can you buy 9 cards for $14? Yay, Rose! Hey, we're all gonna go. That's gonna be so fun. And then this one is called City Sights, which I really love this. I want it because it reminds me of New York. And so I love this stamp that has the skyline. And it's not New York, but I just think it's really cool. Like, it's just a cityscape, right? And this one is a stamped set, and you get 8 cards, 4 each, 2 designs, and that one is $21. So if you are looking for some new kits, every month we get 2 new ones, and those are the ones for May. These were April's. This adorable little dog and cat, and the honeycomb. So that is it for those. Let's talk about some paper pumpkin. So if you're interested in paper pumpkin, you can sign up. It's like getting a kit that is a surprise every month. You never know what you're gonna get. And so the May kit is a masculine kit. Look at this really cool paper. It looks like wood grain that's kind of like peeling and everything, which I love that. So I think these are going to be really beautiful cards. I'm excited, and I'm always excited whenever I get a new paper pumpkin kit, because even when you're done using up all the cards, you still have the stamp sets, and you can make additional cards with that and your other stamping supplies. So if you have not subscribed, you have until the 10th of May, which is on Friday, to sign up. You can go to my website, and you're going to go to Shop With Me Paper Pumpkin, and then you should be able to register and sign up to get the kit. And you can just buy 1 month and try it out and see if you like it. And then there's an add-on for subscribers, and it's an April, May, and June add-on. You have this really cool thanks die, this really cool shape die, and then a 2-part butterfly. So this is a really awesome add-on. It's $12, and you have to be a subscriber in order to get the coordinating add-on. The new catalog is live, and how exciting is it that I can finally open the catalog. If you guys missed my video as I walked you through the catalog and what my insights were, I would recommend that you catch that, because I did a video, because the catalog is quite different than other catalogs we've had, and I wanted to be able to explain it to you guys in a way that you could really understand it well. So I hope that you will enjoy that video. And then these are 5 new in colors. We have Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, Shy Shamrock, and Summer Splash. So I always love when we get new in color. So these will be good for 2 years, which is pretty exciting. And I hated the colors that went away, that they left, because I was so sad. But it's like, at least I got new ones to replace them, right? All right, so let me open our catalog so that you can see what page we are on. So on page 61, it is this bundle here that we'll be using, the Hearts and Hugs bundle. And it is a really cute bundle. The die set is adorable, and it is a $49.50 price point, so it's not that expensive. Oh, thank you so much, Lisa. I'm glad that you were able to watch that. But it's a $49.50 bundle, which is in the medium price range, I think, for bundles. And it's a really cute one. So I will be doing, there's 4 critters, and there are going to be 4 cards, or 4 projects. Not all of them are cards. And so Today you're going to get one. On Thursday you'll get one. And if you want the other two, you have to join the membership group, because they will get the other two critters. So today's one, we're going to use the badgers. And we have the walrus, the mouse, and the cute little hamster. But I wanted to show you the dies. So while it cuts out those 4 critters, it has a really cool little flagged banner, which works with all of the sentiments. But it has some standalone dies. It has this really cute, like, bowed heart, which you can die cut out of cardstock and then put cardstock behind it to pop another color, or you can just have a cutout on the front of your card. And then it comes with 2 single flowers and then one that's joined, that is 2 flowers, and then you have this really cute little grass with the stem section, and then little spots for you to glue these flowers onto those. And then these little hearts here can be hearts, or they could be little heart flowers. So this is a really cute little bundle, and I hope that if you haven't checked it out, you will check it out. I paired it this week with the Fun Patterns embossing folder. This is not a 3D, it's a regular embossing folder, and it fits into the mini machine. It has this really cute pattern which has florals, and then a diamond pattern. And the ones that I used today is the little flower pattern. So here is our card, and it's a pop-up card, and as you can see, you can kind of see this die here, and it has like some little like ridges or indentions in it. And this right here is from Radiating Stitches. So this is an online exclusive die set. I love it, and I've had it for a while now. I've used it quite a bit. So this is the set that I used to make this pop-up card. So if you have this set, you can make this pop-up card just like I had. It doesn't even have to have the badgers. It could have anything on it. So let me show you how it pops up. So what you do is you grab this little red tab at the top, and you're gonna pull. And when you pull, it pulls back and folds up kind of like an easel. You see that? And then you reveal your little message on the inside. And if you pull it up good enough, you can let it set like on a desk like this, and then it says, "I could just hug you, thanks." And it has the little hearts floating out the top. I think this is such a cute little bundle. So I hope that you will love this card. It's really easy to make, and these dies are not special dies to make pop-ups or anything. You just need frame dies. So as long as you have some frame dies, you can make a pop-up with your frame dies as long as they nest inside of the frame. Okay? So I made it with the Radiating Stitches set, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Let me move everything out of the way and we'll get started. So we're going to have a base, and our base is basic gray. That's the back here of our card. Yay, Clem, you're going to love making it. It's really easy. Okay, so we have our basic gray background. And then we have our frame. So when you cut out this frame right here and you lay it on your basic black cardstock, I used a quarter sheet like this. This is a quarter sheet, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and pretend this is black. And I went ahead and cut it out, and then it cut this frame out. And when it cuts it out, there's nothing in the middle, like it's not cut at all. It's just a solid piece of the cardstock in the center, just flat. It's not open. It doesn't open anything in the middle, because as you can see here, there's no cut line on the inside of this frame. The cut line is only on the outside all the way around. So since there's no cut line on the inside, it just leaves the cardstock just untouched in the middle. So then what I did next was I took my next rectangle, and this one does cut, again, just on the outside edge, not the inside edge, okay? So what I did was I attached it in the center of my piece of cardstock, and I took some, I gotta find them. I'm gonna bring my emboss machine out to show you exactly how I did it. So I held it in place like this, okay? And I'm gonna grab my die cut machine. And you're gonna need your 1 and your 2 and your number 3, and then you're gonna take this piece and you're gonna lay it on here on this edge, okay? And you're gonna slide your number 3 for the top so that you only have a little portion of this edge sticking out. Hi, Monica. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you're here. Thanks for joining us. So you want to make sure that you have this piece out, okay? And you want to leave about, I don't know, about 1/8 of an inch sticking out, okay? And then you're going to just crank it through your machine. Now, because this is sticking out, it's not going to cut that piece. Yeah, these Post-it flags, Kimberly, are like the cheapest way I found. So we're going to pretend that this is over the top because I've already cut mine. So it cranks through the machine and gets to the other side. And when you take off these 2 little flags, because it did not have the die underneath the second number 3 plate, it doesn't cut, okay? So you're left with a flap in the middle. Is everybody with me? I want to make sure you guys all understand before I move on. Like, give me a thumbs up or a heart or something if you understand. Thanks, Eileen. Thanks for the hearts. Okay, so then what you're going to do is just put this die away. Okay, and you now have a flap right here. So what you want to do is bring your piece all the way up to the end, and you want to bring your scoreboard in place. And once you do that little line in there, you can bring your piece and just line it up with the edge and just make sure you're in a groove. I'm not in one there, I found one. And then what you want to do is make sure it's butted straight up against that edge, and you're going to go ahead and mark your top piece. Can you guys see it? It's hard sometimes with black, but I think you can see it. So you have that mark right across, okay? That's okay, Rose. That's what it's here for. So now you're going to open your piece on that line that we just scored right here, okay? And we're going to lay it on our piece right here, okay? And we want to go to the 1/2 inch mark, and we're going to leave, I'm actually going to do it, I think, at 3/8. I don't think I want it that big. Because let me see, we're at like, let me double check what we're at. We're just shy of 7/8, but I think it will still work. All right, so what we're going to do is at the 1/2 inch mark, we're going to go ahead and go 4 ticks over, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to mark your first piece. Just make sure it's pushed, you know, mark your first 1/2 inch all the way across. So that's your first fold. And then your next one is going to be at 2 1/8, but you just want to make sure that you have it even. So it looks like we're about 3 1/4 from that score mark. So 2 1/8 would be a good place, because what we want to do is we want to go 1 1/2 is half of 3, and then we need 1/8 past that. So 1 5/8. So that's 2 1/8 right here, see? So it's 1/2 inch and then 2 1/8 inch. So we're gonna go ahead and mark that. So now you have a 1/2 inch score line and then one at 2 1/8 inch. And see how these panels are even, and then this one's a little small skinny one. That's what you need. All right, once you've done that, you're going to get your bone folder out, because that's how we score everything. And then this one here is going to be a mountain, so we're going to score it forward. And then this one is going to be a mountain. Okay, and then you're just going to bend this one back. Okay, so now you have your pull piece that comes up with your card. All right, so you can make your own mechanism with this awesome die set. So get it before they discontinue it, since it's an online exclusive. You never know when it's going to be going away. I can't guarantee it for you. And then we're going to use all these other pieces as well. So what I'm going to do is, once I have that scored, I'm just going to go ahead and push it back down and leave it over here. We're going to need one of these in basic white. We're going to need 2 of these in real red. So those are also part of this die set. So I have 2 of those and 1 of the basic white hearts. So you've used this die, if I can get it up, there we go, and then these 2 from the middle. So literally pretty awesome, right? That you can use those out of there. Okay, so I'm gonna lay these back down. I really like this die set because I really love those little lines that it leaves in the cardstock. Okay, so we're gonna cover these 2 panels here, but not all the way. We want some of it to show. We want those little lines to show on both sides. And I've embossed that, if you can see, with that fun pattern embossing folder, the one with the hearts. I mean, the one with the flowers, not the hearts. So I have 2 of those. One, they're both 2 1/4 by 1 1/2 inch. And I'm gonna grab my silicone mat. I'm gonna put this radiating stitches away because we're done using it. Okay, and I'm gonna flip these over. I've already run them through the embossing folder, and I'm gonna, it's probably hard to see on camera, but they are embossed. And so I'm gonna flip them over so that they're sunken in on the back end. And then we're gonna glue these onto, I'm just gonna put the glue on both of them, and then we'll glue them down, okay? And we'll let those adhere while we're coloring our badgers. And I'm gonna show you how to color the badgers the way that I colored them, so that they look furry. So you're just gonna put one of these here, and then the other one here. So cute. All right, so we're just gonna let that sit for right now. We're gonna move these over here out of the way. All right, so I have stamped in Memento Tuxedo Black these cute little badgers. And now we're gonna color them. So I'm gonna grab a piece of scrap paper because I always make a mess when I do anything. And so I want you guys to see how I did this. So The only blends that I used were light and dark basic black. Okay, so they're from the same combo pack. Light basic black, dark basic black. All right, and we're gonna start with light basic black. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna get his little ear here, and I know it looks dark and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I can't even see the ear anymore, but it's okay. And we're going to go ahead and do this little portion of the face. It will lighten as it dries, okay? And we're gonna leave this section here. We're gonna leave that white. And we can go ahead and do the nose also. And then we're gonna do this little hair here under the face all the way up to this other badger, okay? We're gonna come around and we're gonna go ahead and fill in all of this. And I'm just kind of staggering my blending brush. And all I'm doing is building a barrier around so I won't go outside the lines, okay? And as I start coloring this, you're gonna see that the black has lightened. And that will happen. It's just the blends start out darker than they end up. Once they soak into the paper, they lighten up. So I'm just doing this little badger for right now. I'm just outlining him. All right, and so I'm gonna go ahead and color all of him. And now that I have him outlined, I'm not scared to go outside the lines. Then I'm gonna do this top part over his little eye and everything, and we'll be able to see it here shortly, but just not yet, okay? So now he is done, and he's starting to get lighter as he goes, he will. So we're gonna do this one, we're gonna do the nose, and then we're gonna do this middle part where the ear is, and then down. And again here. And then this back section of hair, I just left the white on the top, but behind the ear I added a little dark. And then again with this little fur under the face, we're gonna come down. And I'm gonna do the same thing I did on the other side. I'm gonna kind of outline back and forth, do the tail. And then his little foot, and outline there, and his little hand, his little arm, and we're gonna color him in, or her. It's so funny because at convention in Houston, the girl who showed this set said, I just don't understand why they chose badgers to be so cute and loving, because they're really not lovable animals. Apparently they're like pretty mean. Okay, so now see how they have lightened quite a bit? Oops, my computer, I did not make it quiet, did I? It fell asleep on me and I was trying to wake it up. All right. I guess I better mute it. I know, and they're so mean, and then they made them like little lovey-doveys. It's so funny, right? I love to color with the blends as well. So now you can see as they dry, you see how much lighter they are? They're almost like basic gray colored, right? They're not really dark. So now we're gonna add all their fur, okay? We're gonna let that fur shine through, okay? So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take the dark basic black, and I'm also gonna take the bullet tip, and I'm gonna start at the top, and I'm gonna darken the nose on this one, and I'm gonna darken the nose on this one. So they have a little darker nose. And then I'm going to just do little lines, and I'll show you in a minute. I'm just gonna come around, but I wanna avoid the eye area. And I'll show you in 1 second. And I wanna make sure that around the eye, I kind of leave an opening, like a little circle. And then I fill in with some lines. And I'm gonna bring it up to the camera so that you can see that I'm starting to fill in my cute little badgers. Hi Mima, thanks for joining us. So you can see how I'm starting to create like hair on the badgers by just doing these long and short kind of streaks with my blends. And you want to vary them. You don't want them all one length. You just want to start adding some hair, if you want to call it that, onto their little fur. And I'm coming back over some of the stitches that I've already done, just filling in between where I've missed spots. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more time here. I'm almost done with this little guy. I just haven't done his feet yet. And I'm going to come back in after I see how he looks, and I'll probably fill in a few more of these little hair-like pieces on him. And on his tail, I'm going to go the direction that his tail is, okay? So I'm going to bring him up for you to see, and there he is. Hey Mima, don't forget to click the thumbs up for me. So see how he is nice and furry? Isn't he cute? I think this one's the boy. So I'm going to come back in and I'm going to fill in a few more spots where I feel like he needs a little bit more fur, or where I was just a little careful and I didn't put as much. I just want to make sure that he looks really cute and really furry. So I'm going to come with some really tiny little short strokes kind of in between all of these longer ones that I've already done. So it takes a minute if you want to make them look really realistic, right? You want to come in and you just want to add some color. Okay, so there is that one. And now I'm going to do the other one. So you can see the difference between one and the other, and what a difference that does to the cute little badgers, right? These are sweet ones because they're cartoon ones, so they're nice. And I'm just going around here, getting around the ear, around the face, adding my little hairy pieces to this one. And of course I want to come in right around the neck area. And I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to do like small ones, longer ones, and then I'm going to come in and fill in between. I'm going to bring you guys down so that you can see it actually happening. So let's see how we do. Woo, I'm sorry for the wiggling. Just want to make sure I could get my, so see how it's just like random lines. Like this. And then I come in between them. You see how I'm filling in between. And I do have tutorials on my YouTube. If you look for coloring tutorials, like I've colored other really cute animals. I've colored the little elephants. I mean, I've colored lots of critters. I think I did one with the owls. I can't remember if I did with other critters also, but it's basically, I do have tutorials on how to make them look cuter with the blends. So you want to do some long and short, and then you want to just fill in between all of your little marks, right? And then what do you have when you're done is these cute little furry guys. Thank you, Rita. Thanks, Miman. Thanks, Cheryl. So they're colored. Aren't they adorable? Oh, I love them. So that gave time for our pieces to kind of stick on our card. So I'm just going to move them out of the way, and I'm going to bring the camera back up. And I need to... Yeah, it also works with the owls, but I did a few different things with the owls. So you might, I don't know, you might want to watch that video because I did a few different things with those owls. All right, I think I have us back up in place again. Hopefully. All right. So now let me show you how to put this whole little thing together. So we have a scrap piece, a basic white, and we're going to stamp on here. I could just hug you. And then we need the thanks. We're going to stamp that on our heart. So let's get the Real Red ink pad. You're welcome, Roxanne. So I'm just going to ink up the word thanks, and remember to tap, not to smash it in, because red is so messy. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp the thanks right there on the heart. So there's the thanks. And I'm going to clean that in a second. I'm just going to lay it over there. And this one says, I could just hug you. And I'm just going to stamp it randomly somewhere. Well, I'm going to bring it down so I can see a little better. I'm going to put that right there. We're going to trim it, so it doesn't matter if it's crooked or whatever, but I just want to get the I could just hug you. Close this ink pad before I make a mess. Yeah, exactly. Hedgehog-like. Yeah, I really enjoy coloring with the blends, and I do practice. So when I figure out how to color one type or another, I usually put out a little video. I have it on this one, but oh my gosh, when you guys get the video for one of the projects for the membership, wait until you see how I do the walruses. They look so real. Oh my gosh, so real. Okay, so let's trim this down so we can have everything in place that we need. Of course, I'm bringing out my little trimmer, and I'm just gonna cut this shorter first. It's so squeaky. All right, so I'm gonna make it super, super close. So don't mind me, I promise I won't cut my fingers. I do this all the time with this trimmer, which is why I took the safety off of it, because I hate having that safety and I can't get as close as I want. All right, I think I got the closeness that I want now. So see, I could just hug you. See how skinny that is? I needed to get really close. And so now we're gonna trim the edges with our paper snips. So we're gonna come in on this side, and then on this side, and there's that. And then we have another piece that we have to stamp. So I'm gonna bring in a scrap paper just in case I make a mess. This piece here is 4.5 inches by 3 3/8. And yes, I had to use the 1/8 because it had to fit for the size of the frames. So I apologize for the 1/8, but it had to happen. So we're going to come in here with the red, and we're going to do the hearts. So we have these cute little 3 heart stamp, and I'll show you on the inside here when I open this. See how cute they're stamped on the top? So we need to stamp those. And so I'm just going to go ahead and ink them up. I'm going to put one on either side of that little circle. And then one in the middle, one over here, one over here, one there. So you're just going to kind of toggle them back and forth so that when you open or pull open your piece, you'll have just a ton of little hearts everywhere. All right, so we got those clean, I think. All right. So I didn't really need the scrap paper, but you never know. Okay, so let's explain how this all works. So we're going to take these two off of here, and we're going to flip this over. And where the small piece is, where this piece is, this is where we're going to put some glue, and we're going to attach it to this white piece. So I'm going to bring my silicone mat in, and I'm going to bring it over. And we're going to put some wet adhesive on this little bottom section. Okay. And what you want to do is you want to attach this card. You're going to flip this over because you want the hearts to pop up. And those are going to get attached directly on here. And you want this to be centered from side to side so that you have the same amount showing. Okay. And you're going to lay that down like that. And then hopefully that is as even as it needs to be, or as best you can do. If you need to trim, we can trim. So now we're just going to press it down. And if there's any glue, of course, what do we have? Whoops. Our glue eraser. And if there's any white cardstock showing, which sometimes it does show, especially if you're using black, it shows a lot more. So what you want to do is just come in here from the side. And you just want to make sure that you trim it on an angle. See how I've angled my scissor? It's not straight. To kind of get anything that's peeking out from behind that black. And I mean, look, I mean, it's minute, right? But it makes a difference against black. And then, so anyway, so there's our piece. So see, watch, when we pull up, see what happens? Pretty cool. All right, so once we have that part done, we're gonna lay this like this over the top. We're gonna hold it, and we're gonna put glue, if I can find my things, here it is. I'm gonna move it over. And I'm gonna put glue on my heart in the center, and then I'm gonna go around the edges. There's kind of like a little edge around those little lines. And so I'm gonna put there and there. And then what you wanna do is just find your center for your piece. And then you wanna move this out of the way like this. All right, and then you're gonna flip your heart. I'm gonna grab it with a tweezer. And then I'm gonna lay that down here at the bottom and put it in place, okay? And we're gonna let it do its thing. It's gonna dry, and some will ooze through those little lines, so don't think it's not gonna happen. So don't glue anything down yet until you get all of it to dry, and then you can erase all of the extra residue that has popped up onto your little heart. But anyway, so we're gonna leave this to the side. So now we're gonna close this again. And what we want to do is at the top of this black frame, we want to punch with a 1-inch circle punch. So you want to bring that in, and remember, make sure your white part's not on there, and you want to just do like a half circle halfway through, you know, halfway. You can use the little lines that are on your frame as your guide. It really does help to get the right placement. And so you want to just cut out a little half circle, okay? So now we're going to lay that down, and right here, we're going to put in the middle just a little bit of glue, and we're going to put one of these red circles, and then we're going to flip it over, and we're going to put in the center and around the edges, and then down here for the other circle. And the reason you want to put two is you want it to be strong enough, because this is the mechanism that's going to be pulling your card up and down. And so you just want to make sure that if you have double the thickness of cardstock, it's going to be nice and laid. Now look, I already got glue on here. I tell you guys I'm messy, you just don't believe me. So just make sure that you erase any extra glue that's on any of the surfaces, because these little lines, the glue does like to ooze through them, but you can fix it very easily. Just take your time, let the glue dry, and then grab it. Now I'm gonna add our I Could Just Hug You, and that's gonna get a little line of glue. It's gonna go on that bottom section, that little 1/2 inch score line that we left. So that's going to go right here, and just get it centered right there in the center, okay? And then I'm going to make sure that I don't have any more glue on this piece. All right, I think we're good. So now we are going to put on to this piece, we're going to put this one to the side. We can discard the 1/2 inch circle. So we sell a product called foam adhesive strips, and they are amazing. They're great for shaker cards. And so you get 2 of these in a pack. You get 40 lines. And so you want to make sure that you grab these, because this is the best way. And so we're going to just grab one of the strips. I have to get it going here. Okay, I don't know why it was stuck to the other one, but we'll deal with that later. So we're going to take a whole one of these, okay? And we're going to pretend like we're working on a shaker card, but we're not. And we want to put this, don't go all the way up to the very edge because it's black, and you don't want to go all the way out to the outer edge because, again, the paper's black and you don't want it to show. But what you want to do is lay this line to this bottom side, and then you're going to just take your scissor and snip right there, okay? And then you can attach this one here, and then of course we're gonna snip because we have to leave room for the other one. I like saving these small pieces because sometimes you need a small piece when you're doing a shaker, like you have to fill. I guess this piece never got cut all the way through right here. There we go. All right. Want to put that back. Come on, don't give me a hard time. I have a lot to do here. Okay, so we're going to pull another strip out. And so the other one is going to go on the other side, right? So we're going to go here to the top, and then we're going to trim it right there. Okay. And then this one, I'm going to go ahead and fill in this section so that this doesn't go any farther than it needs to. And just to finish this off, I'm going to trim that. All right, so I'm going to throw that one back in there for another time when I need small pieces. And so it just takes 2 strips, and you have some left over for this card. Do you guys have this glue, the foam adhesive strips? I love it. And I like making shaker cards also. Okay, so just make sure that it's pressed nice. Okay, and then this is what is going to attach to your card. Okay, so let me move all this stuff out of the way. I have stuff everywhere. And so we're going to go ahead and peel the backs off of these strips. And there should be 4 of them, 2 small ones and 2 longer ones. Okay, so now we have our sticky. So you have to be really careful when you do this part. Okay, you want to bring it where you can see what you're doing. So I'm going to bring it lower because I don't want to get it wrong. And I'm going to hold it from the top because there's no sticky here. And that helps to flatten this section as well. And so what I want to do is I want to hover it at the top and bottom, and I want to make sure my sides are even before I stick this down. And once I'm happy with the placement, I'm just going to stick the bottom edge, and I'm just going to slide my fingers out again, making sure that one side, then the other one is straight. And now we have this portion of our card. Okay, so now comes our cute little badgers. We're going to attach them on to the card. So what you want to do next is you want to add some dimensionals. So you don't want any dimensionals to go over the part that folds here. So they all have to stay on this bottom portion. So what you want to do is make sure that it doesn't go past the neck of this little badger. So I'm going to just kind of hold my fingers there. I'm going to grab my dimensionals, and I'm going to put the first two so I don't go past that spot, like there. We'll put one in the middle, and then two more. Sherry, you've been quiet today. You must be busy with the kids. How is mom doing? And then we're going to take some edges. I like using the edges, as you guys know, and I like to fill in these little sections, right, that just need a little help, right? They just need a little support at the bottom especially. And so I just like to snip around the outer edges of my piece and attach these really cool parts. And then I'm just going to add a mini right up here because I think I need a little bit more support up there. Okay, so we're good. So now we're going to add our little badgers. I got to get my take your pick tool if I can find what I've done with it. It's missing. If you see it on my table, oh my goodness, I'm always losing everything. Where did it go? I don't know. I guess I'm not, oh, there it is. I found it. So I'm going to pull the backs off of these small ones first. I think I missed that one. I did. It's hard to get the little ones off, I think. And now the mini, and then these guys. All right. Here's the final touch. So get ready, guys, for the big reveal. So we want to add this. Remember, don't go past this seam either, this score mark. So if you want to stand it up a little bit, you can. And you want to just set the badgers so that they'll be kind of sitting there. And then put your fingers behind here and press your dimensionals down. And then all you do is pull up and push down. See how cute this card is? Now, I'm using some retired embellishments, and it's something that I just kind of want to talk to you guys about. I buy a lot of different embellishments, and I like them for different reasons. Sometimes it's the color, sometimes it's the embellishment, but I can't use them as fast as they retire. So I just want to let you know that you will be seeing me use retired ribbon and retired embellishments periodically when I'm working on projects. And I just want you to know that these embellishments and ribbon are Stampin' Up, but they have retired, and sometimes that just happens. And so I need to use the things that are in my stash, and I know that you guys need to use the things in your stash. So just use your whatever you have that's closest to what I am using. All right, I'm going to put some dimensionals on these cute little hearts to pop them up off of my card above the little badgers. So there's that one. I need two more little pieces. So we're going to do this one and this one. and I'm just going to pull the back off of these little pieces of dimensionals. I love to cut them off of the edges for small things like this. I'm going to try and get them all off so that they can all stick at the same time. Whoops, that one came completely off. I guess it was still attached to the other one or something. Okay, so here we go. So we're gonna put one here in the middle. Then I'm gonna put one a little lower near this cute little badger. And then here's the last one. Just make sure that it is tucked. All right, I'm gonna bring this one a little higher. Maybe like that. All right, and then for the embellishments that I'm using, they're quite a few years old, but I absolutely love them. They were the resin mini hearts, and so I'm gonna use some red ones. And we're gonna just add those onto the frame, just 3 of them. Just wherever I feel like they need to be, like maybe like that. And there are some more little hearts. So you gotta add all the love, right? So what do you guys think of this cute project? I think it turned out pretty fun. And it's just a different way to use what you may already own, which is the Radiating Stitches bundle, and add it, or not bundle, dies, and add them to the Hearts and Hug bundle. So let me bring everything back out again that I used today. So I used the frames, the fun pattern, not frames, fun pattern embossing folders. And then of course, Hearts and Hugs bundle. And then I used the Radiating Stitches. So pretty fun products. And then of course, let me put one of the cards up. And if you need to get that one to stand better, just crease your middle and then you can let it back down. And then it'll stand right above your little thank you heart, right? Thank you, Cheryl and Lee. Thank you, Lou and Kimberly and Rita. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Roxanne. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate you so much. Don't forget to share the video, and I hope that you'll watch some more of my coloring videos. I hope you had fun, and I will see you soon. Thank you, Rose. Yes, you got to try it and make these adorable little cards. They aren't that hard, right? They just take a little bit of time, and with a little ingenuity, we can turn other things into interactive dies, right? So this is such a fun project. And I hope that you guys will enjoy Thursday's project. I will see you there. Those of you who are in the membership group, don't forget you're going to get 2 more projects this week with this awesome bundle. So you'll get a project with all 4 of these cute critters. And I appreciate having you part of the membership. It's a great way to support me if you are a hobby demonstrator and you feel like, well, I get a lot of ideas from her, but I want to buy for myself, and it's a great way to do that. And also, I'm going to be posting tomorrow for the sneak peek. I will be posting the information if you guys want to come to the stamp camp with the host code that is active for that stamp camp. So I will talk with you guys soon. And thanks again for everything, and I will see you next time. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping, guys!